Welcome to Precision Presets. Now, Lightroom users have a new way to edit their photos. Precision Presets offers a new and unique way to add borders and frames to your photographs while editing in Lightroom. This non-destructive method allows a simple workflow, precise borders, and overcomes the limitations that current methods of working with borders in Lightroom have. If you were to ask people how to add a border to a digital photograph, they would likely tell you to use Photoshop. This means you have to learn Photoshop's way of handling images along with layers, layer masks, and a completely different interface. This can be pretty intimidating. In addition to using multiple files for a single photo, Photoshop could be a destructive process to your raw image unless you are careful, and you can't view the borders as you are editing the photograph in Lightroom or Adobe Camera Raw. Another way is to use a plugin along with Lightroom, which is usually a destructive process. You won't be able to undo the changes to your raw image, and plugins don't work with Lightroom Desktop or Adobe Camera Raw. Some plugins for borders only work when you export your photo. One way to add borders inside of Lightroom is to use the Effects panel and post-crop vignetting, setting the roundness to -100 and the feather to 0, and the amount to either -100 or 100. This doesn't result in a good-looking border due to the rounded corners, and you are limited to only having a white or black border. Another way to add borders inside Lightroom is to use the Transform panel and the Scale slider. This is located under Geometry in Lightroom Desktop and ACR. This has the issue of having uneven borders between the sides and top and bottom unless your image has a 1:1 aspect ratio. And it only works if you aren't cropping your image. You could try to make your own borders using linear gradients in the masking area, but these borders are only going to be as symmetrical as your hand and mouse can create. Even with the grid overlay on, you can't snap to specific locations. Changing the amount of feathering on the gradient is also imprecise. If you copy these masks to another image, you will also have the problem of having uneven offsets over a range of different aspect ratios. There is a way to add borders, but only in Lightroom Classic, in the Print or Slideshow module, using the stroke border. This has a number of limitations, including only allowing a single border of limited widths, only being able to output to PDF or JPEG files, and when you save to a file, it contains the entire sheet of paper in the image. And still, you won't be able to view the border as you edit your photo in Lightroom. The handling of borders in Lightroom leaves much to be improved, which is why we created Precision Presets Borders. By adapting the masking capabilities of Lightroom, we have engineered masks that create accurate, precise borders using presets in Lightroom Classic, Lightroom Desktop, and Adobe Camera Raw. They work like any other preset in Lightroom. Hover over the preset to see a preview of the border. Click on it to add it to your image. If you decide to change the crop on your photo, simply reselect the border preset to reapply it to the image. The borders are uniform and even, for any cropped aspect ratio. They work with other Lightroom presets you may currently be using. The presets are non-destructive, and you can always remove them if you want. Precision Presets Borders work with Lightroom Classic version 11, Lightroom Desktop version 5, and Adobe Camera Raw version 14, and any later versions. It works on RAW and non-RAW image files, and both SDR and HDR images. No AI is being used, so you don't use up generative AI credits, and metadata won't show AI alterations. Precision Presets Borders are stored in masks, which makes them extremely customizable. You can perform simple changes like changing the amount slider when adding the presets to create a faded look of the border. Use the color presets to change colors of the borders in a single click, or modify them using the point color tool to create literally any color you want. Some borders contain multiple masks, which can be modified separately. Further videos will cover how to make changes to your borders to create all kinds of different effects. What you can do with these presets is only limited by your creativity. Precision Presets also offers services to create custom borders that let you add your unique idea of how your photo should be framed to your images in a single click. Precision Presets borders let you enhance the way you use Lightroom. With Precision Presets, it becomes a more creative tool to take your photo from a digital negative to an expression of your vision. We believe photo editing is an art, and giving you tools to express your art is our mission. Get started right away with making your photos stand out with Precision Presets. Check out our online shop at precisionpresets.etsy.com. Use the discount code in the description of this video to get a discount on your first purchase. Now you're ready to start creating. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.